Good morning, Foresters. I'm Bryce Armstrong.
And I'm Gabby Pleska.
Today is Friday, October 7th, day 3.
Today in history, in 1959, Soviet spacecraft Luna 3 took pictures of the far side of the moon.
Today's riddle me this. When things go wrong, what can you always count on? Stay tuned for the answer.
There will be a Steamtown Marathon volunteer meeting today during periods 8 and 9.
Congratulations to this year's newspaper officers, Joellen Jones, Miles Pencil, Caitlin Peck, and Braden Reynolds.
There will be a newspaper club meeting on Wednesday in Mrs. Prince's room. We will take pictures for the website at 8:20 a.m., so please be sure to attend.
There will be a mandatory FBLA meeting for anyone wishing to be a member for the 2022-2023 school year. The meeting will be held on Tuesday, October 11th during the second half of Lunch and Learn in Mrs. Fletcher's room. Sign-ups will be completed, the regional competition will be discussed, and officers will be elected. If you wish to be an officer, please see Mrs. Fletcher today for a letter of intent.
Seniors who are playing a fall sport, please email your paragraph and a photo of yourself for senior night to Mr. Durkin by today.
SAD members, please accept your invitation to join the SAD Google Classroom. This is how we will communicate. If you did not receive an invite, please see Mrs. Morahan. Not a member and want to join, please see Mrs. Morahan.
There will be an Army ROTC visit next Thursday, October 13th at 11:30 a.m. by the high school cafeteria hallway.
Mark your calendars now. The second annual Forester Bonfire will be on Thursday, October 27th from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. for all 9th through 12th grade students. More details will be given in the next few days.
There will be an art club meeting for any students going on the trip to Corning Museum of Glass. If you are attending this trip, please report to the art room during the second half of Lunch and Learn today.
It's Friday, which means it's time for Famous Forester shoutouts.
Shout out to Riley Bosick, Evan Burns, Kaylee DeHaven, Nicole Nahn, and Lily Zukowski for their excellent work building compound machines and POE.
Shout out to all the seniors who have finished and are finishing their college applications. Great work.
Shout out to AP Calculus for amazing teamwork.
Shout out to Elsie Kreutz for her math skills.
Shout out to Josh Scoob for setting a goal for himself and working towards it every day.
Shout out to all the Steamtown Marathon volunteers thanks for donating your time and energy.
Shout out to Chase Evans, Race Healy, and Isaac Malinowski for being so gritty in math class. Keep working hard.
Shout out to Dylan Bilardi for working hard on his math during his free time.
Shout out to Josh Scoob for the amazing 7-foot Moai decoration that is now at home, not in Easter Island, but Miss Stefanov's room.
Shout out to the student volunteers that will be helping out after school today to set up for the marathon.
Shout out to Alyssa Evans for being a great math tutor.
Shout out to Evan Burns and Callie Carter for achieving perfect scores on their novel tests.
Shout out to Michael Stackhouse for getting 100% on his history test.
Shout out to Caroline Pickard for presenting an excellent informative speech.
Shout out to Corey Matushik for always having a smile on his face.
Shout out to Stephen Wilson for sharing his love of music.
Shout out to Alicia Chen for all her hard work in speech class.
Shout out to Dylan Pickford for always being so pleasant.
Shout out to the 7th grade art students for constant enthusiasm.
Shout out to Alexis Baskin for her wonderful pencil drawing of Essence.
Shout out to Emily Smith for working hard drawing Taylor Swift.
Shout out to Lily Wagner and Lorelei Pencil for their great work in watercolor.
Shout out to Cami Lonzinski for learning a new technique in acrylic paint.
Shout out to Haley Gray for her hard work on her colored pencil drawing.
Shout out to Riley Bosick for her Great Times Tribune piece.
Wow, there have been some great Foresters this week.
Happy early birthday, Mrs. Kemmer.
Today's weather, expect partial sun, a few showers, brisk wind, high of 68. For tomorrow, partial sun, cool, high of 56. And for Sunday, partly cloudy, high of 63.
Today in Forester Sports, the boys soccer team is hosting Montrose tonight at 4:15. Good luck, Foresters.
Today's word of the day, incognito. It means without revealing one's identity.
Today for lunch, cheese quesadilla, garden salad, mixed peas and carrots, applesauce, and raisins.
The answer for today's riddle me this, when things go wrong, what can you always count on? The answer, your fingers.
Today's quote, take time to make your soul happy.
At this time, teachers, please check the Lunch and Learn list.
That's all for today. Have a great day, Foresters, and remember, no school on Monday for Columbus Day.